On the news tonight, Zamfara State joined global community to celebrate 2025 International Day to protect education from attack. Universal health coverage, NHIE sensitized stakeholders in Zamfara. Plus, NSCDC Zamfara State Command enhances synergy with sister security agency to protect national assets. Today, 16 Rabiul Awal 1447 after the hijrat of Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina, which is equivalent to 9th September 2025. With me, Ilyas Allah. Zamfara State government has reiterated commitment to working with all relevant stakeholders to safeguard educational institutions, students, and teachers from the devastating effects of attacks. The Permanent Secretary, State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Mariam Yahaya Shantali, stated this during a press briefing ahead of the 2025 International Day to protect education from attack. Correspondent Haliru Umar has more.
The persistent security challenges facing Zamfara have resulted in serious setbacks in the educational development of the state. As part of activities marking the 2025 International Day to protect education from attack, a press briefing was organized by the State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology in collaboration with development partners to highlight the importance of having safe, secure and violence-free schools in the state. The day being commemorated annually on September 9 has the theme Challenging Narratives, Reshaping Action.
In November 2023, the present governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, declared state of emergency in education in the state and also prioritizes the safety and welfare of citizens, particularly children and educators.
The Permanent Secretary, who remarked that the state government is engaging partners in ensuring safe school activities.
Our government has planned on deployment of additional security personnel to protect schools and communities. Community engagement, we are working with traditional rulers and communities to develop solutions and provide support. Training of students and teachers. Plan is underway to train students and teachers on resilience and psychosocial support to victims of attack.
On their part, representatives of supporting partners, including Save the Children International and Gold Prime Organization of Nigeria, emphasized the need for all stakeholders to support in providing safe environment in schools for the benefit of the community at large.
We need to work together as development partners, key stakeholders, to ensure schools are safe for our children to learn continuously.
Zamfara State should domesticate the national policy on safety, security, and violence-free schools.
The event, which is coming barely a week to the resumption of basic and secondary schools in Zamfara State, is expected to help in addressing the challenges of attacks on schools in Gusau. Haliru Muhammad Umar, NTA News.
The enrollees of the National Health Insurance Program in Zamfara State are advocating for measures towards addressing the challenges militating against effective implementation of the scheme. This forms part of the major issues that dominated discussions at a stakeholder sensitization forum on the scheme held in Gusau. Correspondent Jamilu Ibrahim has more.
The one-day stakeholder sensitization forum organized by the National Health Insurance Authority is in furtherance of the agency's mandate to promote health insurance coverage and ensure stakeholders understand their rights and responsibilities within the scheme. This initiative aims to foster public trust, expand membership, encourage wider adoption of the scheme, and ensure effective service delivery. Participants at the forum were drawn from the enrollees, HMOs, and the registered health facilities from across Zamfara State. The NHIA Acting Zonal Director in charge of Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Katsina States, Ibrahim Gomba, who declared the forum open in Gusau, says the authority is more than ever determined to effectively deliver on its mandate.
Our mandate is to ensure that all Nigerians are covered under one form of health insurance or the other. But you should know that we have that mandate to ensure that all Nigerians are covered in one form of health insurance And Mr. President recently has directed all MDs and all Nigerians, including the legal residents, to ensure that they have enrolled in one form of health insurance or the other.
The presentations at the forum largely centered on strategic updates on NHIA Act and programs, enforcement and claims management, as well as some new interventions introduced by the scheme.
As long as those prescribed drugs are covered by NHI, it is the responsibility of that facility to issue him those drugs. And if they tell him to go and buy, by the time he buys those drugs, he is supposed to go back to those healthcare facilities and present a receipt of purchase of those drugs. It is the responsibility of those healthcare facilities to issue them, to refund him.
The forum also provides a platform for discussing and resolving challenges faced by the stakeholders in the health insurance ecosystem.
This should not be a once and for all something. It should be a continuous process, maybe quarterly or by every 2 months. As you can see, a lot of people are clear about a lot of misconceptions that they have about NHS and its services that is being given.
The Sensitization Forum, built to be held regularly, is expected to foster partnership and collaboration towards addressing the challenges militating against the effective implementation of the National Health Insurance Scheme in the country. In Gusau, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
Zamfara state government has called on Islamic clerics in the country to intensify prayers for an end to the banditry that has been ravaging the northern region. The state acting governor, Malam Mani Mumuni, made the plea in his speech at a public presentation of book authored by Sheikh Abubakar Muhammad Gumi, translated to Arabic language by Dr. Ibrahim Jalingo. Correspondent Muhammad Dan Saidu reports.
The concern about insecurity in Zamfara has compelled the state government to employ various strategies to address the challenges, but with little success, prompting it to seek divine intervention. Speaking at the presentation of a book authored by the late Sheikh Abubakar Mahmoud Gumi, translated into Arabic, the state acting governor Malam Mani Mumuni solicited for support of religious scholars in that regard. Malam Mani Mumuni expressed the state government's appreciation for individuals and groups promoting late Sheikh Abubakar Mahmoud Gumi's legacy, citing his positive contributions to the propagation of Islam. The author of the book, Dr. Ibrahim Jalingo, said the publication is aimed at refreshing the memories of Muslims about the late renowned Islamic scholar as a role model. There were goodwill messages from some dignitaries that attended the occasion. Muhammad Dan Saidu, NTA News.
The Emir of Gusau, Alhaji Abdul Qadir Ibrahim Bello, has promised full support to Nta Gusau to strengthen the bond between the emirate and the station. The monarch made the pledge during a courtesy visit by the management staff of Nta Gusau. The report. This is the first time the management of Nta Gusau is visiting the Gusau Emirate Council since the new emir ascended the throne. The visit, led by the general manager, Hajia Zainab Saidu Abdel Nasser, was to congratulate and offer the station's support to the monarch and the emirate. The general manager prayed for the emir's guidance, protection, and wisdom in leading his people. Responding, the Emir of Gusau, Alhaji Abdul Qadir Ibrahim Bello, applauded the NTA management for the visit and promised to support the station to enhance its operation and competitiveness with the counterparts in the country. The visit was attended by the Secretary of the Emirate, other traditional title holders, and some members of the royal family. From Gusau Emir's Palace, NTA News. Zamfara State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has convened a high-level security and stakeholders engagement meeting on the need for optimal protection of critical national assets. The meeting is on the instance of the Office of the National Security Advisor, aimed at enhancing an operational synergy amongst the various security agencies in the country. Correspondent Aliu Shehu completes the report.
The Stakeholders Coordination and Engagement Meeting is meant to share ideas on how relevant authorities can come together and strategize for adequate protection of the critical national assets and infrastructure from the activities of economic saboteurs. The meeting also makes in-depth analysis of the multidimensional challenges affecting the society and the way forward. Keynote speakers at the forum highlighted some of the core responsibilities of the security agencies, which include protection of lives and property, as well as fighting the criminals whose main target is to destroy the critical national assets in order to cripple the economy.
There is no agency can do it alone. We have to come together, put our hands together, and achieve the same goal.
This gathering, it is very apt, especially in Zamfara State, where we have a very critical security challenge.
I'm calling the indulgence of the community leaders to give their own inputs in securing our country, more especially the national assets.
So it's not just the civil defense that are in charge, but when it comes to infrastructures and facilities, the civil defense are in charge. So all agencies will line up behind the lead agency.
The speakers also said the initiatives underscore a collective responsibility towards ensuring the safety of the national treasures through strategic coordination mechanisms for protection of infrastructure against vandalism and economic sabotage, as well as intensified fight against banditry, kidnapping, and displacement of people, among others. Participants also brainstormed on how strategic collaboration could help in achieving the desired goals. In Gusau, Aliyu Shehu, Nta News.
Viewers, with this report, we come to the end of our news tonight. Good night.